Are we still on mute?
No, we are on the air. Come on, you're a pro at this by now. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good night, good everything. As you know, my name is Jason Weiss. This is the Ask Jason Weiss show. Although I am an attorney, nothing that is here is legal advice. Should you seek legal advice, financial advice, or any other type of advice, go seek a professional. If you need an attorney, happy to chat, but I am not your attorney as of today, and we have no attorney-client privilege. With that, I will talk about something that I have a privilege. I have a privilege of my wife, Tova, being here today.
Hello.
And we have a spousal privilege here where we're allowed to talk and someone can't ask about it. So if I want to talk about, I don't know, my son and make fun of him, nobody could go ahead and say anything. So I have Tova here with me today. Hopefully we're going to get some cameos from my two kids. Definitely one. I'm not going to allow them to escape embarrassment in being on the show. And today we're going to talk about something very important, a summer survival guide. Now, what does that mean? Well, in our household, what it meant for many, many summers in a row was traveling all across the United States so Logan could be in various different showcases and tournaments. And we've learned a lot of things. The number one thing is you have to hydrate. Hydrate, because as a fan and a parent sitting on the sideline, we were dehydrated. And as an athlete on the field, our kids were dehydrated. So number one, hydrate. Number two most important thing for the parents is getting energy. We need that. It's too damn hot to sit and drink a hot cup of coffee, even though you might love it. Well, we've got some phenomenal alternatives that we can talk about with energy. So because Logan decided to join us and he is here and he wants to go to the gym, we're going to ask Logan to step in real quick and talk to us about how he gets a little bit of energy boost and a little bit of hydration. Now, before we bring Logan in, what are we doing with you today, young lady?
All right, so we're going to start out with making a tzatziki, which is a Greek dip made with a few different items. That we're making it today in honor of our daughter, Madison, who just happened to get back from an incredible trip that she went with school all over Greece. So it's filled with protein. It's filled with things that are good with hydration, and it's good for you, and it's delicious.
Okay, so while you get started, so tell the viewers how to start.
Okay, so I'm starting with, I've got a cucumber. Oh,
no, you're good. Yeah, good.
Okay, so I've got an English cucumber. They're not very seedy, which I like. And then you take it and you have to start shredding it. You shred the whole thing.
So while she's shredding it, Logan, come on over here. And let's talk about, first of all, say good morning. Say hello. And let's talk about energy, right? One of the things that you're always looking for at the start of the day is to get some energy, to get up, to get going, to help you. Now, a lot of times we have phenomenal energy drinks. I'm a big fan of Celsius. I will admit that. Berry Celsius, first thing in the morning, way to go for me. But you can't always do that when you're on the field because you can't drink it in time, you can't do whatever. So Logan actually has found a great alternative. So Logan, talk a little bit about what this great alternative is.
So I've been doing for about 6 months now using energy whip pouches, which kind of just go right underneath, either your top lip or bottom lip where, while I'm in a workout or, on the field, I always get a little bit tired, not at, the peak energy that, I started with necessarily or, had in the morning after having an energy drink. And, I started using these during the game just because, it helps me stay awake, alert, and kind of gets me into the zone if, you ever played a sport or been in a position where, you needed some sort of a lock in where you need to just keep going. And, these pouches really helped me just, get into my zone or a flow state necessarily and, be able to just keep going and just, push on, giving me the energy that I need to at least make it through, an entire game. And I think it works. It's not as dehydrating as, an energy drink where, if I had an energy drink or two before a game, I would most likely cramp at the end of the game because they're so dehydrating. These don't dehydrate me. They're also a lot better for you. There's less chemicals in them, and it's like 100% natural caffeine. So I'm not necessarily worried about, whatever preservatives and stuff is added into it, and just keeps me on the field healthy and keeps my heart pumping.
So after that phenomenal testimonial, Logan, if somebody wanted to purchase WIP, find WIP, do whatever, WIP, how would they go about doing it? And yes, promote the fact that you are a spokesman for WIP. That's okay.
So I am a spokesman or ambassador for WIP, and you could use my code WEISS7. It's all one word, no spaces, and you could go on their website. They have a ton of flavors. My favorite is the sour cherry. They just came out with like a yuzu citrus flavor. Haven't been able to try that yet. That would make their 7th flavor. They have blue raspberry, strawberry kiwi, mint, orange citrus, fruit punch, and a couple of others.
Now, to all the parents out there, I will say that these look like, I think they're called Zyn. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Those are tobacco pouches. My personal opinion is don't allow your kids to have tobacco pouches, but you're your own parent and it's your own kid. But these look similar. So if you can tell by the smell, you can tell by the shape that it's similar looking, but it is not tobacco. It is pure energy. I've tried it a handful of times. Personally, when I have to do a road trip first thing in the morning and I leave at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I take one of these. It helps me focus for the drive, and I don't have to stop early to use the restroom. So, Logan, where are you off to?
I'm off to the gym.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Have
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
Enjoy.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So now we got our cucumbers all shredded.
Right. So I shredded them, and cucumbers are very hydrating. They have a lot of water in it, which is great for, helping you with alternative ways to hydrate. Not everybody likes to just drink water or just to drink different things, Gatorade,
Smart water,
different things like that. You can get hydration from food. So, but with tzatziki, you don't want the extra water. So what I did is I put it in a sieve, and you have to squeeze out as much water as possible.
And if you like cucumber and you like cucumber water, you could take that. You can add it to a water. You could drink it on its own. Even though I love cucumbers, it might be a bit much even for me. But if you took that and added it to like a nice bottle around this size of Smart Water, it would probably be very delicious. Again, if you like cucumber. If you don't, we'll talk about some alternatives that we have here. So the cucumber is all cut up.
Yep.
And now,
so I've got another bowl, and I've got 2 cups of plain unsweetened whole milk Greek yogurt. Now, this has 15 grams of protein. So not only is it good for you with your gut, it's also good for you for staying full, keeping your energy up. So I'm going to take the entire thing of the yogurt, put it in a bowl. And then I'm going to cut up a lemon, and I'm going to squeeze in half the lemon. I'm going to pull out.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yes. Pull out the seeds.
Which she'll save for me so that I can go ahead and dry them out and plant them and see if lemon trees work, because we have a couple in the backyard that are done exactly from that.
Yep. And then a clove of garlic that I'm going to grate in.
And while she's doing that, one of the things I want to talk about is, so Logan was just here and he talked about, needing to stay hydrated and all of that. Well, Logan has an allergy to coconut. So most hydration drinks have coconut in it, coconut water, coconut flavor. Logan can't drink it. So one of the alternatives that we found in this house is Liquid IV. So this is not a promotion for Liquid IV, but it is a promotion for Liquid IV. You take this, you add it to your Smart Water, you shake it up. It's tasty. It's very hydrating. It doesn't bother his stomach, and he's got a sensitive stomach to soy and coconut. and he's good to go. Our daughter also, who is a cheerleader and a lacrosse player, Madison, she comes home after practice and she takes a bottle of this, pouch of this, drinks it, and feels good and doesn't, get overly dehydrated. But it is hot out there, ladies, gentlemen, and children of all ages. So make sure you drink. And if you're on the circuit of showcases and tours this summer, you need to make sure. Now, Tova, what are you cutting up right there?
Okay, so I have about 2 tablespoons of dill that I chopped up to put in with the yogurt, lemon juice, garlic. And now I'm going to add in, see if I can squeeze out a little bit more of the water from the cucumber. And then I'm going to mix in the cucumber. And while you're over there, can I have a paper towel?
Yep. And are you done with the cucumber?
I'm done with that. Okay. Yep. I'm going to put a little drizzle of olive oil. A little salt, kosher salt. A little black pepper. And then mix it up. Now, you could eat this on some grilled chicken. You could put it on some, like you can use it as a dip and, with carrots, with pretzels, with whatever it is you like. We're going to take a little taste. I'm going to take a pretzel.
And in the meantime, I multi-purposed her cucumber water, and I put it in with some Smart Water. The cucumber water was probably about, let's say, a quarter, maybe a fifth. And then I filled it up, and it's all based on your preference, right? If you like cucumber taste, you could add less. If you don't like it and you just want to drink it, you can add more. This seems to be about right. Mm-hmm. Yep, very cucumbery. I'd probably add a little bit more myself, but again, this is a great. You grab this, you throw it in your cooler with this, because one of the things that people need to remember is, although this is great, you probably want to keep it nice and cold. Yes.
So I just added a little bit more lemon because I think it needed a little bit more brightness to it. And then we could try again.
And I'm going to pass because I don't do yogurt.
No. And it's delicious. I don't think you would not like it.
I'm going to pass.
Okay.
And
another thing is watermelon. Watermelon is great for hydration. It stays cold. It's filled with lots of water. It's even good with tzatziki.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. And I'll talk about just one other thing that I'll pass on. But both kids swear by this, and it's hard to see. But this is pickle juicers. They're pickle shots. They're individual. I know it's hard to see because of the green screen background. So yes, you don't see it at all. But these are pickle juicers. This happens to be from Mount Olive. And they are just shots that when Logan or Madison get off the field, they crack it open. They shoot it down, and it's kind of like an instant fix for the dehydration.
Right. And Logan and I we were in Jacksonville, and we went to the pickle factory, and we found this company called Olive My Pickle. They have live probiotic pickle juice, which again is another way to get your hydration in. They have different flavors. This one is dragon fruit and strawberry. They have all different types of pickle juices. They ship to you. It comes in a cooler box. They're wonderful. Both of our kids love it. And they just take a couple shots of it each day, and it helps.
And again, we're in South Florida, so heat is a major factor. And the kids are outside, and they're tanning, they're working out, they're training, they're doing their stuff. I'm a soda and a Celsius guy, but that's not good for hydration. So, I'm by no way a nutritionist, a health expert, anything like that. I don't even try to play one on TV. But I will say that for every caffeinated beverage I would strongly recommend at least a bottle of water to offset that, if not a 2-to-1 ratio. Just be very careful out there, folks, because it's hot and it's only June. It's going to only get hotter.
Right. And I feel like it keeps getting hotter every year.
Yep.
Every
So,
year.
all right. So we got Siki, which I can't pronounce, watermelon,
Yep.
pickle shots, cucumber water, smart water, liquid IV. So I think we've covered the basics for hydration, getting you so that you don't have a health issue on the field. And again, strongly recommend like a Yeti type cooler. We know the brand. It does very well in this household. Make sure you have plenty of ice packs as well, because that will keep all of your stuff nice and cold. And you know, what do you need for the tzatziki again? You need dill, yogurt,
Lemon, garlic,
cucumber, and a strainer and a bowl or 2 bowls.
Right.
And that's it. It might not be easy to make in a hotel room if you're traveling, so try to pack it before. Can you freeze it and bring it with you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I could be very wrong. That's
Okay.
something, you know, that ChatGPT or Claude could let us know.
I'm sure. But in the meantime, I would just go ahead and prepare to put it on ice, keep it nice and cold, keep
That's
it in
a
the
great idea,
refrigerator. What?
Because you could freeze yogurt, like frozen yogurt. You would think that this would be great frozen.
I don't know. And
I don't
I wouldn't
know.
put a popsicle stick in it because that sounds kind of gross to me. But hey, you know what?
A tzatziki popsicle.
Ew, gross. So, all right. So now we're going to switch over from hydration and good for you. And I guess we're going to talk about something that's going on TikTok and Instagram. It's one of the newest crazes. I never knew about it until this weekend, but I'm not in the know. And these are called
Dot cakes.
dot cakes. So Tova and I actually made these over the weekend, and they were very simple to make. And this is going to show up. It's cake, icing, sprinkles, plain and simple. Even a caveman and Jason can make it.
Yes.
That's how easy it was. And I will admit, I made this one. So this was just Tova went ahead, opened up a box mix of cake, made the cake.
Right.
Go ahead.
I would say we put it in a sheet pan so that it would be nice and like thin when it was finished baking. So we didn't have to cut it in half or anything.
And then we took this container, made circles, and took all the remnants, shoved them in the bottom, put a layer of icing in between, then took the one that we cut, put it right on top because it fit well. Another layer of icing with piping where we put the icing in the bag and did that. Put sprinkles on it, covered it up, and eat it later. It is so good. And I am still on a sugar high from eating one earlier before the show. So Tova had a great idea and said, if we did these dot cakes, I wonder what else we could dot cake.
Yep.
And what we're going to do is, I know we're running a little bit early for our commercial break, but what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to go to our commercial break. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to figure out playtime with Tova and dot cakes. That's what we're going to do. So we want to thank our sponsors. We're going to go ahead and give them a quick shout out with a commercial. And when we're back, we're going to talk about what can we make with a dot cake other than these delicious dot cakes. So take it away. Let's see the commercial and we'll be right back. All right. So you got me. I'm going to go ahead and dive into one of these dot cakes because they are that good. And look at that. You know, it's icing, it's cake, and it's sprinkles. What could be bad? Anyway, so now Tova is going to show you what else we can make of dots. So Tova, take it away while I sit in the back and just eat this.
All right. So when I was brainstorming with Madison, we were trying to think, what else could we make into dot cakes? Because really, I feel like it's about just having some sort of individual dessert layered with different ingredients, smoothed out on top, and then dipped in something as like a coating to seal it off. And what we thought was maybe we would try a banana pudding one. So we got some vanilla pudding, and we've got some banana, and we're going to take the banana and we're going to chop it up, because I think that we've got these little like cups. That's a good, that might be a kind of big for a dessert for one person, but we could try it out. We've got these little plastic cups, and we're going to chop up the banana so that it is in quarter-sized bites, like quarter-sized chops. So not too big, not too small, just like little bite size. So what we thought we came up with, and we said, okay, let's layer it. We're going to take some vanilla pudding. It was buy one, get one at Publix today. So that was nice. So we're going to put pudding on the bottom.
You using the entire thing?
Yeah, we're going to use the entire thing because it's a big cup.
Okay.
Okay, so we put our first layer. And then we're going to take our banana as our second layer. And I used about half a banana on that. Again, it's a big cup, so maybe if it was a smaller one, and we have some smaller ones, but this one, you can see the layers nicely. And then what we like to do with banana pudding in our house is we use golden Oreos instead of vanilla wafers, because who doesn't love a golden Oreo? Except for when, I can't open it.
Well, that's because you've got stuff on it.
I know, my hands are slippery.
There you go.
Thank you. So then we're going to take the golden Oreos and break them up. Kind of like similar in size to the bananas. And I think that 2 is probably more than sufficient. So then we've got our third layer. So we've got vanilla pudding, then we have banana, then we have golden Oreos. And then the last part, instead of using frosting, we've got some Cool Whip. And we're going to take the Cool Whip, which is defrosted, and we're going to put enough on so that when we take our little spatula for frosting, that we can smooth it all out. And it tops off, and it makes it nice and flat, nice flat surface, and then it keeps the entire dessert contained. Then something fun that I found was these little mermaid iridescent. They're not the same round sprinkles. They're more of like a flat one. So then you take it and you dunk it. And here's our dot cake, our banana pudding dot cake. So did it work?
Yeah, I think it did.
All right.
So you can make a banana pudding dot cake.
Yes.
And then you can either find a cover or find some saran wrap, throw it on, and put that in the same cooler with your watermelon, your tzatziki, which I can't pronounce, and then you can have a separate bag for your pretzels. I would put your pickle juicers in that same cooler, and you're good to go. Snacks for everybody.
Yeah, and banana is really good for when you're out for your athlete because it has a lot of potassium in it, and it's good for cramping, and it helps with their legs and recovery. So that's also another positive, way to stay healthy and while you're
hydrated.
While you're out, it's hot.
Oh yeah,
It puts a lot on your system, and it puts a lot on your body being out there, and they love it. The kids just love it, and sometimes they don't realize how much it affects their bodies, which is why as the parent you have to make sure that you are providing them with the tools to make sure that they're staying hydrated and healthy.
And if you start early enough with your kids, they will take it with them to college, and they will do that. Logan will say, hey, I need more smart water, I need more liquid IV, I need more pickle shots, I need this, I need that. And, thank Amazon and whatever other things, we can have it shipped and delivered to his house or the field or wherever he is, and he's good to go. So I guess you made a banana pudding dot cake.
Right.
And with dot cakes being the hottest thing out there, what else can you make as a dot cake? Okay,
so then next, we decided that we got the Entenmann's marble cake when they are also buy one, get one. So that's a fun thing. So we took it out, and I'm going to slice it not too thick because we don't want our layers to be too thick. So maybe like half an inch is probably about good. And then with this one, should we make it the same size or do something?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so we'll make it the same size. So here, we're going to cut it out with the cake topper, although it's pretty much about the right size. So we're going to just put it in the bottom of the cup as our first layer. So like Jason did with the original ones that he ate.
Half still there.
Where the bottom of the container is smaller than the top, you kind of have to squish it down so that it fits. So we're going to take the marble cake, and this time we're going to add chocolate pudding.
Ah, yum.
Not everybody likes vanilla. Not everybody likes chocolate. It's good to have a variety. So we did our cake layer. Now we'll do our pudding layer.
Now, do you want the pudding to fill in the space from the cake? I see you're pushing it, or do you want it to just naturally gravity do it?
I think naturally gravity. So because you want to be able to see the different layers. So then it's nice. And then the cake, it'll stay moist when it absorbs some of the liquid from the pudding. So then, thank you. So then the next one is going to, the next layer, my apologies, is going to be regular chocolate Oreos. Once my sous chef helps, thank you. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our chocolate Oreos and break them up. We have our Oreo layer, and then we're going to do the same thing once again with the Cool Whip. Enough.
The Cool Whip needs to be refrigerated, right?
It does.
So once you put the Cool Whip on, this needs to be refrigerated, because prior to that, nothing.
Well, pudding needs to be unless you buy snack pack.
Mm.
Snack pack is in the shelf stable aisle of like where you find all the different cooking supply, not the cooking supplies, like the baking stuff, the baking mixes, the brownie mixes, all of that.
So it might be time for a cooler upgrade, but with Father's Day and July 4th coming up, things should be on sale. So you might want to think, these look delicious. I need a little bit of a cooler update, and go to wherever you go to get it and see what you can get.
Yep. So then we're going to take this one. We'll call this maybe like a mud cake-ish.
I like that.
And we're going to dip it again in our sprinkles. And we've got another, oops, sorry about that. Another dot cake. So we've got our banana pudding one and our mud cake one.
I like it. So I think it's time for me to talk about my recipe of what I do. So when people go ahead and, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, teenagers, when we go out to the fields to watch our kids or to watch our brothers and sisters, sometimes we're out there at crack of dawn, 7 a.m., and you really want that cup of coffee, but it's too damn hot. So what do? So one of the things that I do is I prep. Okay. And what I mean by prep is I take the ice tray and depending on how you like your coffee, brew up a pot, and I take black coffee and I fill up the ice tray. I then freeze this. So first thing in the morning, when you have your cold coffee that we usually put in like a mason jar, of course we won't have.
I have it in my little universal cup.
Okay, so what we do is we fill a mason jar with coffee. We put it in the fridge overnight. In the morning, when we wake up, we'll go ahead and we'll take the coffee ice cubes and we'll put that in as well. Because one of the things that is terrible with coffee is when you have a nice cup of coffee and you put ice in it and it's watered down, now we don't lose potency, strength, taste, nothing. Now, one of the questions that we've found the answer to is that a lot of times we'll make the coffee the way that we like it, some Splenda, some milk, some creamer, whatever it is, and then we'll freeze that. There's only one problem with that. The ice cubes come out kind of sticky. So if you're okay with that, you can wash your hands and you can do whatever, that's great. Otherwise, like I said, just take black coffee, freeze it, use that as your ice, put a little bit more creamer than you normally would, and maybe a little bit more sweetener, because remember, you're having more coffee, flavor to it. But that will keep your coffee from getting watered down and to a point where you just don't enjoy it anymore. So secret to the success is take that old coffee that you don't finish, freeze it, either with or without your creamer and your sugar, and use that to keep your cold coffee or even your hot coffee from diluting. So that's my thing. And everybody knows I love brewing, roasting, growing, and drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. So I think we got time for one more attempt at something.
Right. Yes. Okay. So this one, we're not really sure how this is going to work out at all. Okay. So this time we're going to take a mason jar and the marble cake, and I'm going to poke a hole in it. This is how you do like the traditional dot cake. So we're going to let that go all the way down to the bottom of this mason jar. And everybody, well, I don't know about everybody, a summertime treat that many people enjoy are s'mores. So we thought that we would try marshmallow fluff and make a s'mores kind of dot cake. So again, not sure how this is going to work or if it'll work.
This has not been rehearsed, and we are filming live in front of a studio audience.
All right, I need another spoon.
And she needs another spoon.
All right, so we got the marble cake down at the bottom. And we're going to try to put a scoop of marshmallow fluff. All right, it seems to work. All right, And then we've got some graham crumbs. Right? Graham crumbs in the middle or just on top? Middle.
So that's just the crumbs.
Right.
Cool.
You use this to make pie or like
Make dot cake.
or make dot cake. So we're gonna put some graham in the bottom as the next layer. So we got cake, marshmallow, graham. Then I've got another. So we're gonna do another layer of cake. I don't want to pour that one over, so I'm going to use a separate one. I'm going to get my little circle of cake and drop it in.
So a hint for this is however many you're going to make sure that you have at least one extra so that you can use that one as your cutter. We figured that out when we made these dot cakes over the weekend.
Right, and then we're going to top it off with more marshmallow.
Now, is this something that also needs to be refrigerated?
So this one doesn't.
Okay.
This one is room temperature. We will flatten it out.
Now, the disclaimer is this one is not hydrating. This one is not anything. This is just one that if you want to have a delicious snack and take something on the road that's kind of neat because you could put covers on it.
Exactly.
That would be the way to go. So easy to transport, delicious to eat, so we think. And it probably would go well with, I don't know, some sort of fruity drink or a vodka tonic for the adults as well.
Right. And then as our dot layer, we're going to do one more of just the graham. And we're going to dunk it in. So it tops it off just like that. And since it's a mason jar, we've got lids. Thank you very much. Put the lid on, seal it up, and it's ready to go.
And again, this is one that you do not need to take cooler space up. Now, you probably don't want to let it sit out in the heat in the car and all that kind of stuff. But, if you have a hotel room, you could leave it in the room, out on the counters, or, you could put it in a not so great cooler bag. You just want to keep it from getting really hot and melting and getting gooey. But, other than that, and I'm getting looks from the audience like, no, you can let them go ahead and drip and be all that. So I kind of wish we had somebody to come in and taste it. I will not taste that.
Yeah. Although we probably could have put like a little layer of like a chocolate bar in the middle so that if it does melt, it would be more s'moresy.
Or what about the chocolate pudding?
Or chocolate pudding, but then
again, you'd have to
refrigeration.
Right. And again, these are not hydration tricks. These are
just fun and cute.
Right. And this is good for the, the brother or the sister or the grandparent sitting on the sideline and just want something to eat. So I kind of wish we had a taste tester here. Oh, wait, we kind of do. She's just back from Greece, ladies and gentlemen. So for her, this is like nighttime, so she's a little bit tired, but Madison,
Maddie.
There she goes. Hey, Maddie. Hi. How are you?
Good.
So
right.
I know you watched Mom make at least the end of this. So please give it a whirl. Let us know what you think and what changes need to be made. So Mom made banana pudding, chocolate pudding with cake, and
you're going to take a picture. Grandma wants to see it.
Okay, so she's going to take a picture, and then she's going to decide which one she wants to try. Make sure to take it from the side.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. And then, Madison, which one are you trying?
The s'mores.
The s'mores?
The s'mores?
Okay.
And Tova, you want to try one?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll
Which
try
one?
whichever one you want to try too.
Banana one.
Oh, I guess I want the banana one.
Okay.
Can I try?
And I'll try the chocolate one.
Okay.
Should we choose?
Cheers. To a wonderful summer.
Yep.
And to having Madison back from Greece.
Yes.
And making a mess.
And making a mess.
Okay, so this one does not suck.
Neither does this one.
This one's good. The only thing is, I think less marshmallow.
Less marshmallow? Okay.
The chocolate pudding one needs just a bigger container so I can eat more.
And it could use some pudding.
It could use some pudding? Okay.
It's good. Good taste.
Yeah, this one doesn't suck either.
The banana cream, also delicious.
Mm-hmm. And to make us feel a little bit better, we did use sugar-free pudding.
So my ranking is chocolate first, banana cream second, s'mores third. When you ladies have tried all three, please rank them for our viewers.
I think mine's going to be the same as Dad's.
Yeah, this s'mores is way too sweet.
Okay. So that's your least favorite?
That's my
Chocolate.
Chocolate
I
is
think
my
it could-
favorite.
I think we could use pudding or something to cut through.
Because it's a little dry.
Yeah, it is a little dry.
So a little dry and a little sweet. So you
Yeah.
gotta play with that recipe a little bit.
My
Yeah.
favorite is the chocolate.
The chocolate one, I wouldn't change a thing except make it in a bigger container so more people can eat it.
And the sprinkles you add in ice cream.
And the banana cream pie is really good as well.
Mhm.
So we are now at 41 minutes, which means that I am getting signals from our studio saying, guys, you're running over. It's about time. So we want to thank you so much. I will be back in 2 weeks with not a cooking show, but another very interesting show. And then 2 weeks after that with another one. If you have any questions about the recipes, you could reach out to Tova at jswlawyer.com and just say, cooking question or whatever, and she'll be happy to ask. And you could check out Madison on LinkedIn. She is now the newest member of the household to join LinkedIn. So you can find her, Madison Weiss. I thank you all viewers. Please stay safe. And are they chilled or room temperature?
Room temperature.
So all of these right now are room temperature. I think that the puddings would be very good chilled.
Yeah, they need to be in
And
the
I
refrigerator.
think the graham cracker could use just a little bit of tweaking. So thank you for the wonderful question. You can find Madison on LinkedIn, Madison Weiss on LinkedIn. And please stay safe, stay happy, enjoy your summer, enjoy everything. And I'll see you all in 2 weeks. Thank you again. And thank you to the streaming network. You guys are awesome.